Hey, what's up, guys? I have some Nazi zombies here for you, and that's something new on my channel at least. Haven't uploaded any World at War, much less Nazi zombies. And if that wasn't different enough, I'm doing knife only. You might be wondering, alright, as you said, you're doing knife only, you just shot a zombie, what the heck? Well, actually, I'm doing this to the rules of Next Gen Tactics, who posted a video of them doing this, and they made their own rules, and they said they just made a challenge to everybody to see who could get the farthest. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and the rules were you can only get kills with your knife, the teleporters, and nukes. And they did say that you can weaken the zombies, or not weaken them, shoot the zombies with your gun as a way to get more points. So that's basically what I'm doing. I think I might shoot this round until I'm out of ammo, and then I don't think I shoot the rest of the game. So yeah, knife only. I've been trying this on zombies for a while now because it's actually really difficult. But after a while, I found a setup or a strategy that works pretty well for me. And basically, round one, you just want to get as many points as possible. And I believe that is 1,490 points. I sound like a super nerd because I memorized that. But after trying for so long, you kind of figure it out. And that's because you can shoot zombies in the chest 6 times and then knife them to get the max amount of points. I think. Maybe you might be able to get more points with the headshot, but I don't know. And if you get a double points, obviously you'll get more points that way. So you'll notice that this video is sped up, hopefully. Hopefully you notice that. So after I was done recording, I ended up with a 40-minute long zombie video. And some of you might be like, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Some of you might be like, whoa, that's really long. And yeah, zombies can be quite time-consuming. That's kind of why I like it sometimes. When you're just feeling lazy, you just want to kill some time, have some fun. That's what you do. And so 40 minutes isn't that too long for zombies, but I don't know, it's pretty good for knife only. So yeah, what I'm doing right here is one of the main strategies that I use this game, and that's why this round 3 takes so long. Because round 1, you're just racking up as many points as possible, nice and easy. Round 2 takes 2 hits, and 2 hits is when zombies are still manageable. But round 3, when the zombies start to take 3 hits, that's when it gets pretty tricky. Because you can land 2 hits on a zombie, and it'll probably just hit you once. But if you need to get 3 hits, you either have to be really cautious, like take a knife and then take a step back and keep doing that. And that's really risky, and I've died a lot of times. Because for those of you who have played zombies, you probably know that the zombies do some pretty weird techniques, I guess. Like, they'll hit you twice before you can even hit them once, or they'll, like, suck you in and then hit you again. And you might not notice that too often, but when you're knife only, you notice it a lot. So what I do on round 3 is I try to get the zombies into a more manageable group, and then I just lure them up to the top of this platform so that I can knife them while they're climbing up. And I don't think I've seen that strategy used before. It's like, yeah, I don't see many knife-only Riese gameplay as it is, but I probably didn't make up the technique, but it is really useful if you're trying this out. Yeah, so I tried to go around, hopefully to get them in another manageable pile, but it didn't work out too well. So yeah, I probably should have just made this round 3 even faster than the rest of the game, just because it is super long. Because I've died on round 3 so many times, you wouldn't even believe it. So yeah, at this point I have 4 zombies, and I think right here, one just dies off. Yeah, I was taking so long to kill the zombies that they actually just died for no reason whatsoever. And for those of you, I keep saying for those of you who play zombies, I'm gonna stop saying that. But sometimes, like if you have a crawler when you're playing and you're trying to like link teleporters or do whatever, you'll notice that they'll just randomly die. And in those kind of cases, it's annoying, but right there it was just kind of funny. So yeah, I'm trying to focus more on the gameplay. But there are a few other things I want to talk about. Like, I want to give you some tips for trying this out if you ever do decide to try it out. But I also want to tell you guys my Black Ops wish list, since this is Treyarch World at War, and it's my first video uploading anything besides Modern Warfare 2, as it goes for Call of Duty games. So yeah. And yeah. So basically, I'm gonna start with the tips. If you're gonna do knife only, your first instinct might be, okay, get the Bowie knife get the Bowie knife as fast as possible. Get that Bowie knife, and that was originally my first instinct as well. But it is super hard to get enough money to get the Bowie knife without getting Juggernaut first, because once zombies take at least 3 hits, you really need more health, otherwise they are just killing you way too fast, and it's just impossible. Even once you get the Bowie knife, Juggernaut still saves your life countless times. So, I've never been able to get the Bowie knife without getting Juggernaut first. Well, when I'm only knifing, that is. So what you want to do is get Juggernaut first off. And then once you get that, the rounds get a lot easier. Like, it's still difficult. They still can kill you if you get cornered or mobbed or anything. But it is a lot easier. I would say definitely the hardest round while you're trying this is round 3. Because after that, you'll probably have enough money for Juggernaut. And then round 4, after that, you'll probably have enough money for Bowie knife. And that's what happened for me. And then once you have Juggernaut and Bowie knife, you're pretty much all set. And I was just ready to tear it up, but then I got a dog round. And when I first started playing zombies, when I was like doing Nocturne and Toten, and then Shino Numa came out and Verrucht, I played Shino Numa, and it's like dogs seemed like the scariest thing to me. I don't know, maybe it was just because I was 11, but I don't know. I took dogs in a way more serious way. Like, I was more scared of them than zombies. Not really scared in a sense like, they're gonna eat me, but like in a sense where I'd be more cautious or serious in a dog round. But that's definitely not the case in this gameplay, because dogs are pretty much like a free round for you, because once you get to round 12, zombies take 2 hits with the knife. And after you get to that point, you're just hope any easy way out for you to get to the next round, you're just super thankful for. And in dogs, dog rounds are in that category where you'll see, like, in the next dog round, I think I pay half attention to the dogs, and I actually board up most of the windows and just like buy stuff while the dogs are attacking me, because it is super hard for the dogs to kill you when you have Juggernaut. I'm not sure exactly how many hits it takes, but I think it's like 5 or 6 hits from a dog, and especially when you're doing solo and there's only like 5 dogs per round, it is super easy. So yeah. And once you get Juggernaut and Bowie knife, and once you're at that position, it gets so fun for knife only, because you just tear it up and you're getting so many points. So if you're ever playing even in like a group of people where everybody's shooting, just try to get the Bowie knife as fast as possible. And then up until round 12, it's so fun. You'll end up with more money than anybody else, and it's, really fun. I probably should have cut out this round as well, because while there's one zombie chasing after me, I go ahead and I link all of the teleporters. And that's really helpful, because those are the only things you need if you're doing knife only, is Juggernaut, Bowie knife, and all the teleporters linked. Because after a certain point, using your knife only, like, that's it just becomes ridiculous, and it's possible, but really, really hard. And the teleporter just helps you out a lot, so yeah. And while doing knife only, it's a lot of trial and error. Like, I did this a lot of times. I would try like twice a day, 2 to 5 times a day, and then I'd just give up. And I found out a lot of things, like round 3, definitely the hardest, and you want Juggernaut first, then Bowie knife. And then I learned that you have to make use of every last zombie you have, because like there's only so many things you need to get, and after you get all those, you don't really need to keep one zombie anymore. So you just have to remember to keep one alive before round 12. And I'm not sure if I clarified it. I think I did, but round 12 is where zombies take 2 hits with the Bowie knife. So if you're wondering why I keep talking about round 12, that's why. And that's where it starts to get really difficult, so yeah. And it looks like this part 1 is about to be over, so I'll see you guys in part 2.